Hello everyone, and welcome to Animaecast. On Friday, my charger broke for my laptop, and I edit my One Piece videos on the laptop. So I was busy editing episode 248, 249, and 2450, and I was busy with episode 250, but then the charger broke. So now I have to wait for the charger to come. I ordered a new one, but I can't continue editing until it comes. And since it broke on a Friday and I ordered it on the Friday, it probably will only come tomorrow. Because it was weekend, and then it takes about 2 or 3 business days. But I got an email about it, and it will be here tomorrow, so then I can finish episode 250. But because you guys have had to go so long without a One Piece reaction, I decided that I could do like a little Q&A video for tomorrow night, because that I'll post tomorrow night to YouTube, because I'll only be able to post the next reaction the day after tomorrow. So this I'm recording live on Twitch. I don't generally do YouTube live streams because there's just too many people that join the streams. On my Twitch, about 50 to 100 people join depending on what I'm doing in the stream. On YouTube, like more than 400 people join the streams, and it is just too risky for spoilers and stuff, so I don't generally stream on YouTube unless I have to. So I'm doing this on Twitch, and I asked everyone on YouTube here on my community tab to ask me some questions about One Piece, any questions that they have. And my mods literally just went to the comments, so there are no spoilers. So yeah, I'm just going to do my best to answer as many questions as I can. I want the video to be like 35 to 40 minutes long. I don't want it to be too long. I do have people in the live stream, in the chat here. I have mods here, so they will be keeping me safe. But every now and then I might read people's thoughts or their answers to the questions. The first question is a good example of other answers that could be really fun to read through. Like this question from Philippe Pineda. Create your own devil fruit, and what power would it be? So that's a cool question that we can all answer. And if you guys want to answer some questions in the comments of the YouTube video as well, please feel free to do that. But remember that at this point, I've only watched up to episode 258. So do not spoil me on anything. Once again, my mods are checking the comments. And if it's obvious that you really spoiled on purpose, or like it's a really bad spoiler, even if you didn't mean it, they'll send me your account. Thank you, Matty. They'll send me your account link and I will block you, because even if it was an accident, if you spoiled something big by accident, then you could do it again without even knowing. So yeah, I do have to ban people for that. But here we go. Create your own devil fruit, and what power would it be? The first thing that comes to mind is something that it's not my idea, but Da Motoneko. I think Motoneko might be here in the chat now. Okay, Katie. Don't what? What was I saying? Yes. Da Motoneko sent me a picture and an idea of like what my devil fruit would look like if I had a devil fruit, and it was their idea that they said they think would work for me. And it was a clay fruit. So it was basically, it made me think of the guy, Mr. 3, the guy with the wax. It made me think of similar to that. But yeah, it was about shaping anything, and then you could bring it to life, and it was a very creative one. And they asked me the same question. Refresh the page. Oh, okay. What's up? Or you're just standing there? It's creepy.
I'm gonna get my coffee.
Okay. Okay, so they asked me the same question, and I don't really have an answer because it's difficult to think like if I had a devil fruit power. I mean, all the best ones for me are elemental ones. Like I recently met Alghamdi, and he has the ice fruit or the chili fruit. Although I'd rather call it the ice fruit because chili makes you think of chilies. And then Ace's fire fruit. A water mizu fruit would be so cool. Like I just love elemental things. We have Enel with the electric one. So those are my favorite kinds of fruits, I think. If I had to choose one, I would love to have the mizu fruit. So maybe like I could control water, or my body could become water. I don't think you would be able to control water. I think it's rather your body would be able to become water. Like Smoker's body becomes smoke, and Ace, I'm still learning more about that, because sometimes it feels like there's different types of fruits that your body emits it, and the other one that your body becomes it. Luffy's body is literally rubber, but don't explain it to me now. I am reading the manga, so I will be making my notes and learning more about the different types of fruits and what they do exactly. So please don't feel the need to explain or fansplain anything for me unless I ask, and I'm not asking. But if I had to create something other than maybe an elemental fruit, a fruit that could grow flowers would be pretty cool. Like imagine, or not just grow flowers, but maybe revive like nature. Like if there's a dead tree, like you could, or like a dry grass plain, you could like bring it back to life, and like you could make flowers grow and vines, and wouldn't that be like such a beautiful fruit? But I don't know if that to me sounds more like a My Hero Academia quirk than a devil fruit. So I don't know. Shish Tawuk says, how about translate your My Hero Academia quirk to One Piece? Okay, so that's a good idea, because I really love, I thought of a quirk that I could have in My Hero Academia, because in My Hero Academia there's like superpowers. And so it's basically, she can manipulate people's emotions. She can make them feel happy or sad or whatever. And when she's using the power, I think I said her eyes like glow, or her hair could change color to the mood that she's making someone feel, so that she can't abuse the power, or I wouldn't want to abuse the power. And I think that's actually also a really cool idea for a devil fruit. So like you said, like the emotions fruit, emo fruit. And then I could maybe manipulate people's emotions. Like it could work almost in a very scientific way. There's like different stuff in your body that is linked to specific emotions, right? Anger and in being in love, all those kinds of things are linked to different chemicals and shit in the body. So it could be a kind of power that lets you control someone's dopamine levels and whatever. And yeah, you could then end up controlling people's emotions. So maybe like as you become stronger, you could make people feel more intense feelings, and you could control them more by making them feel more intense. And you could start with maybe like just a couple of people that you can do at once, but as your strength grows, you can do a lot of people. And I think that's actually awesome. So if I had to choose a devil fruit power, that would be the one. That or a mizu fruit. Okay, so the real Neil says, I think One Piece and My Hero Academia basically share the same premise in terms of how many powers exist. William says, yes, William says to Chris, yes, they've got superpowers. Yes, they've got superpowers. Yes, they've got superpowers. Huh? What was the question, I wonder? Damn, I got spoiled. I didn't know My Hero Academia had superpowers. Oof. I'm sorry. I think he's joking because oh yeah, you definitely watch My Hero Academia, so he's joking. But if anyone wasn't watching My Hero Academia, someone remind me just put a spoiler alert on the fucking video. So the next question is from Alaska Fusel, who is also usually in the stream and was in the stream last night. What do you think of the Water 7 arc so far? Do you think it was overhyped for you? Okay, so I've talked about overhyping a lot. A lot of anime have been overhyped for me because people are excited and they want reactions to different anime. And some anime have lived up to the overhyping and some haven't. So I wouldn't ever say, like, the only reason I don't like this that much is because it was overhyped. It may have influenced my reactions or my opinion of it slightly, but I don't ever think it's a huge thing. Like, One Piece was definitely overhyped. But, like, in the term that a lot of people were talking about it being, like, amazing and a lot of people were requesting it. Same with Attack on Titan. A lot of people when I started my channel were requesting it, talking about how it's the best anime ever, blah, 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 blah. So in those terms, they were overhyped, but they lived up to the hype. Both Attack on Titan and One Piece lived up to the hype for me. Those are just two examples, but there are other anime that were also overhyped in the same way and that didn't live up to the hype for me. So I wouldn't ever say something is just due to overhyping, but it could influence my opinions a little, but not that much. That being said, the Water 7 arc has been consistent for me with how good One Piece has been, in my opinion, up to now. It has not gone further or it hasn't become better for me in any way. I have loved One Piece since episode 1 because of the one line from Luffy where he said, "It's not about possible or impossible, it's what I want to do." That system of beliefs, Luffy's personality, was what hooked me from the very first episode. That has obviously changed over time. Like, you could see, and it's a good thing that I did this, but you could see how that belief system could also be a negative thing. Like, I like that. The character is not perfect. A good character, in my opinion, the anime will show you the best parts about them and the worst parts about them. So with regards to Luffy, I mean, sorry, I'm diverging from the actual question, but what hooked me at the start of One Piece is not why it's still one of the best anime I've ever watched. It's not the same. What hooked me at the start is not what keeps me watching now. For me, the characters, the story has just gotten better and better. But at the same time, like, I wouldn't say that, you know, Water 7 has been, like, it's consistent, it gets better and better and better, you know, because the characters, you learn to love them more and more and more. And obviously, the more characters there are, the more you get to know these characters, the more you will enjoy the overall story that they're a part of, you know. So in that sense, it does get better and better and better. But I don't think, for me, so far, the Water 7 arc, compared to, let's say, Arabasta, has not been better. Yeah. It's the same for me. One Piece is great, and I've loved it. But I don't think it's any better than it was already, for me personally. Okay, there's no message that I think I'm going to read on this question, but I hope that answered your question. What do you like most about One Piece? So what do I like most? There's so much that I like. I think my favorite part, there's two things. But they kind of go hand in hand. But if I had to choose just one, no, but they kind of go hand in hand. It's this grand adventure, that part, the part where, you know, they all have these dreams and they're going to make it happen. Like that whole journey, that adventure of, I have this dream, I want to make it happen. I think that is my ultimate favorite thing. It's about these characters having these dreams that sound crazy to the world and they make it happen. You know, that is my favorite thing. But damn the comedy. Oh my god, it's so amazing. It's so fun. Comedy and fun. And that's why I say it goes hand in hand with this grand adventure. It's like the comedy and the fun the characters have on this grand adventure is part of what makes this grand adventure so great to watch. So I think those two things would be my favorite things about One Piece. Shistawuk says how grand it is and how well done it is. Dio says my favorite part is the flashbacks. Yeah, the stories that about the characters that give the characters their it gives us a reason for these characters and their motivations. So yes, I can understand how that would be someone's favorite. Demi Volianto says, in general, character interactions in One Piece is really god tier. Yes. So much fun. Okay, next question from Alvin Thomas. What were your thoughts about One Piece before watching one of the anime? Like expectation, story, etc. And what are your thoughts now? After watching up to episode 258. Lastly, okay, so let me answer that first. Before starting One Piece, I was expecting a good story because I knew people called Oda Goda, like Goda. I don't know how to, it sounds like, if I say Goda, it sounds like Gouda. So I don't like saying it, but it looks cool when you type it, Goda. So I knew he was obviously a god tier mangaka, and for me, I expected it to be because of the story. I mean, I knew it probably had to do with his art as well, but I feel I was expecting a good story, and it definitely delivered on that. What else was I expecting? I knew it was about pirates, but that's pretty much what I knew. I knew it was going to be very long. I expected it to feel maybe a bit slower than it does for me. I have on 2 or 3 occasions I remember saying that there were some parts that felt, but it was like a scene in an episode or 3 episodes total that felt like they could have done this better or shorter, in my opinion. So I expected there to be more of that, but I think because of the comedy, even if the story is progressing slower than it could, I don't feel entertained, or not never, but I rarely don't feel entertained because of the fun and the comedy that is intertwined with the story. Vert says, based on the art I had seen, I thought it was going to be more targeted to kids than it is. Matty, are you not entertained? I think there's a sound alert for that, which reminds me I should put off the alerts. I'll keep them on for now, but if it becomes like annoying, then I'll turn them off. Master Z, who just subscribed today. I like everything about One Piece. It's just that the pacing at some point in the anime makes it unwatchable for me. Well, I wonder if that's maybe because of more recent episodes. I'm basing my opinion just on what I've seen up to now. So I'm not sure if you mean the anime as a whole, or are you talking about the content we're discussing today, which is One Piece episode 1 to 258. So far, oh yay, thank you. Are you gonna go inside now?
No. Well, I think I'm gonna have to offer my coffee and then go inside. Sky's hungry.
Okay.
I think she's hungry.
Nom nom. Is it regular coffee?
Mm.
Did you put in sweetener for me?
Mm.
Yay. Thank you. Okay, so the next part of his question is, oh, and what are your thoughts now? My thoughts now is just that it's definitely lived up to my expectations of it being a great story. But it's surpassed my expectations. It is so much better than I could have imagined. The story is just really brilliant. The characters are so likable, and I don't think I've ever wanted to be a part of a world more than wanting to be part of the One Piece world. And it's mostly because of the main characters. Yes, the world is amazing and everything in the world building, blah, blah, blah. But the reason I want to be in that world so much is because of the characters and how amazing they are, how fun they are. Ah, yes. Lastly, who is the most funny character to you? For me, it's always Luffy. This is from Alvin Thomas. For me, the funniest character is Usopp. Like, no question. Usopp. Usopp makes me laugh the most. Usopp is the funniest character. I love Usopp. Shish Tawuk. I also love how the openings and the endings of the episodes show the daily life of the crew. Okay. William, the man, the myth, the legend. Usopp. Usopp! Captain Usopp! I love Usopp. Hanku, you have started to help me edit my One Piece videos, right?
Yeah.
Based on the few episodes that and the few scenes that you've watched while helping me edit, which character do you like the most?
I like Zoro.
Yeah.
He's like matured or like clever. He's clever.
Mm-hmm.
Cleverer than the
Cleverer.
Yes. And
Yeah.
he's witty sometimes.
Witty sometimes. Okay. Can you guys hear Hanku? Okay, and who else do you
He's
like?
a swordsman.
And he's a swordsman, of course, of course.
But I also.
But you also.
Yeah, I think he's so far the coolest. But Luffy is like fresh and fun.
Luffy is fresh and fun. So your top two favorite characters would be Zoro and Luffy.
Yes.
For now, okay. Okay, there you have your answer. From someone who hasn't seen all of One Piece, but he's helped me edit recent episodes because I have had less time because I'm streaming more. But I have been telling him the story of One Piece from the start. Whenever we have a time, like when we have coffee or when we're walking and shopping, doing grocery shopping, whatever, I tell him these stories. And I've gotten up to, obviously in depth, and I've gotten up to the Kuro fight. Yeah. Sorry. Where do I put this? Okay, next question. What do you think about the different outfits on the Straw Hats in the past arcs? What was your favorite if you had? I think the first outfit that I think of is Zoro's outfit from the Arlong Park arc. I love that shirt. I love that style. So that's probably my favorite Zoro outfit. I always love Nami's outfits. I love the fact that she changes her clothes so often. I love Robin's leathery. She had that in the Water 7 arc. She had that short dress. That's really nice. But she also has this cowboy look that I really like. So I think it's very fun, the fact that these characters change outfits so often. Some of them at least. But yeah, I love that Nami loves to shop. I really relate to that. So yes, that's my answer. Shistawuk. Oh yeah, I love how subtly subtly Oda changes the crew's clothes for each arc. I think in the current, like, one of the recent episodes I watched, Luffy suddenly had a black pants. He suddenly had black pants on. I was like, wait, what? So it was funny. Demi says Zoro in Skypia is the best. Vert says they may have some good outfits in the movies too. Sometimes the outfits are the best part of the movies. Well, I definitely am planning on watching some of the movies in future streams, but on Twitch. But I also have some other movies that I'm looking forward to watching, so I don't know how fast I'll be able to get to all of the movies, but we'll see. Red Hawk says the movie outfits are really flashy, to be honest. Okay, the next question. Knowing how long One Piece is, what are some of the things you're looking forward to find out about in the world of One Piece? I want to know more about each character's past. I want to know, like, who is Luffy's parents. I wish we could know about Zoro's parents and Sanji's parents and more about Robin's past. Like, I'm really interested in finding out about more. I'm really interested in finding out more about the characters. I'm hoping because One Piece is so long, I'm definitely hoping for character development. I want to see these characters mature as their journey progresses. And by mature, I don't mean like become boring or anything. But like, I feel like Nami has had some great character development, like going from being afraid to have Nakama and, you know, pushing people away to where she is now. Like, Nami from Arlong Park to Nami in Skypia, that to me is character development. And I would love to see more of that. Usopp becoming more and more brave, going through this inner turmoil that he is in the Water 7 arc. That to me is what I mean when I say like character developments. Like, I want to see them maybe face some personal challenges, insecurities, and then grow through them. And yeah, so that I'm looking forward to as well. I'm looking forward to seeing more types of devil fruits and seeing one devil fruit versus another devil fruit. Like, it's really insane the kind of moves that Oda comes up with. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. That's my answer. Good evening, Darkshadow. Hello. The next question here is thoughts on Sogeking's song. Not just the song, but the visuals that accompanied the song were top tier. I thought that was really well done. Ew, I just almost spat out my coffee. I apologize that you had to see that. And these videos do not get edited. Otherwise, I would totally edit that out. Sogeking is a Power Ranger. Okay. Would you ship Zoro and Robin? Yes. I would totally ship Zoro and Robin. Obviously, I've told you guys before about my OC, like Havana, the character that if I could put a character into One Piece, and it's not me, I would want to put in that character. And I would love if, like, I would ship her with Robin, but I mean, I would ship her with Zoro. But since, if I had to go off of existing One Piece characters, then yes, I would easily ship Zoro and Robin. Soto says, I only ship Zoro with Sanji.
Oh yeah, Sanji is cool too.
Oh, you like Sanji as well?
Yeah, I like him.
He likes Sanji too, guys.
He's a good like a series character.
Series character.
Yeah, he's a good character for like an ongoing series. I like him.
William says, Hanku likes Sanji. I knew it. Yeah, I also think I thought you might have brought up Sanji before Luffy.
Yeah, I forgot about him. Zoro,
But
Sanji, Luffy thing.
I think with the episodes you're editing now, it's because Sanji isn't featured as much as Luffy, which is why you might have forgotten him.
Yeah.
Because you haven't seen them meet Sanji and stuff. So you don't know him as well as you know Luffy and Zoro, who in the episodes you're helping me edit have been featured a lot. Yeah. Melody. He hasn't seen those parts, I think, like stuff like that. So who knows? Aside from the Straw Hats, who are your 3 favorite characters right now? Vivi, Buggy. Wait, let me check my list. Okay. It's really difficult. I actually need to go through my up-to-date favorites list again. But yeah, I would go Vivi, Buggy, and Gunfall. I really love Gunfall. Oof, Mihawk though. And Shanks. Vivi and Buggy, definitely. And if it had to be recurring characters, between Shanks and Mihawk, I would probably say Mihawk. Although I really like Shanks. But if not recurring, like Gunfall being kind of just in Skypia, Gunfall. I really like Gunfall as well. He was really funny too. Vert says, I like Smoker and Vivi. Darkshadow says, Tyrannosaurus. Matty says, Smoker, Mihawk, and Buggy for me at this point. Yes, please remember to comment characters we know. I know. William says, Gaimon, Pierre, and Django. Obviously. YW Rip 69 says, Hiluluk. My first time crying reading One Piece. Oh. I would like to know more about Hiluluk's, like there's certain things about Hiluluk's Hiruluk, I don't know how to say it, about his past that I think was kept in the dark. And I wonder if we're going to find anything more, like exactly who, what, where, you know, like there's potential there, but I don't know if, I don't know. Frankie, as I've told you guys before, I was kind of spoiled that he will be the next Straw Hat to join. So I see a lot of I see him being quite high on the list. And it's only the beginning. Like, I only just really met his character. He's not even part of the crew yet. And I already see him maybe, like, I really like him. Super! I love him. Okay, do you think the fans overhyped the Wet Water 7 arc for you? Don't get me wrong, it's a great arc, but the pacing of some episodes was really bad. And unlike Skypia, there wasn't many funny moments to compensate. So I already talked about the overhyping. Yeah, I don't know what else to say there. I haven't finished the arc, so I can't really compare, like, do I like it more than Skypia or Arabasta. Right now, I would say Skypia and Arabasta. It's Arabasta, Skypia. But I have to wait until I finish the Water 7 arc before I can, you know, compare it or anything. Okay. What is your opinion about the announced One Piece live action series by Netflix? I heard that Oda will be heavily involved. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. So that makes me think it might be good, but I'm not a fan of live adaptations in general. I just feel like the budget needs to be freaking insane for it to be anywhere near as close to how good the anime is. I just feel like it's, to be honest, for me, I don't understand why. Because these are going to be real people playing these characters that people have known for over 20 years. Like, I just...
Yeah, but imagine the people that's been living under a rock, like me, that never knew about this.
That might see it. Yeah. So for new fans...
And then afterwards, they could watch the anime.
Yeah.
Or read the thing.
Yeah, it could definitely bring in more fans. But for someone like me who already loves anime and who's already watching One Piece, I personally wouldn't need a live action because what the anime does and what the manga does is enough for me. It's gonna be, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be really difficult. Well, I guess if they use Japanese actors, but they don't have to because these characters are of different nationalities, so I don't know. It's really difficult. They probably hope to get some more people to watch it. I definitely think it could be good for new, bringing in new fans. But as an existing fan, even though I'm a newer one, for me, it's unnecessary. I don't need it to complete. I'm not even halfway with One Piece. I don't need a live action, you know? For me, the manga and the anime is enough. Some people truly, honestly need that adaptation. They'll never check it out on their own otherwise. Yeah, like Hanku said, for someone like him that's never watched it, this could bring new people into it, but it could, it could make anime even more mainstream than it has already become, which has benefits and drawbacks. And as long as the industry gets more money, I'm all for it, because these creators... Like, even though this is Oda, and yes, Oda's already, set for life. But if it could bring more people, because once you start watching One Piece, you might eventually branch out into other anime and then eventually even manga. Like, it could just bring more to the industry, and I feel like as a whole, that's good.
How many people do you think will be included? How many companies and media companies and employees?
Well, it's a Netflix adaptation.
Yeah, but it won't be Netflix
I don't know.
alone working on
I don't know how the stuff works. I don't know.
Yeah, so
how many people are involved in making a Marvel movie? To me, they would need Marvel level, like Captain America or what's the Doctor Strange level budget for this to be a success.
Gonna allow so many new
Yes, but I'm talking, they're asking me what's my opinion about it, and as an existing fan that doesn't need it,
let's watch the
for me to really enjoy it, it would need Marvel level budget, for it to be good enough to be enjoyable. For me, I think, once again, for the new fans, it's going to bring in a lot of new people, and that's great. But for me, yeah. Luffy alone needs so much CGI though. Yeah, like a robber man it's gonna be insane.
They've done an old movie, Fantastic Four, that guy could stretch.
Fantastic Four, though, these are superhero movies with huge budgets.
Very old.
But this is Netflix. But I mean, I haven't watched Fantastic Four. I don't know what that looks like.
Okay, I'm going inside.
Okay, thank you for answering some questions, Hanku. This is Hanku, everybody. Say hello.
If it was a South African thing, I would say flip and do live animations, because it's going to create so much jobs for young people
in the industry.
Yes, and they will get to know Netflix or producers or directors or
yeah,
whatever,
in terms
and
of
they will come to make their own show someday.
Yeah,
and they will employ new people.
It will inevitably open a lot of doors, and it's great that it's happening, but as an existing fan, I wouldn't really care that much. But I'm glad that it's happening for new fans to come in. I'm glad that it's happening for the show to earn more money, for the industry to earn more recognition.
What if it launches, someone watches it, he sees your channel and he sends you like a lot of money every month, like saying,
but that's what I'm saying.
I found
the
you
industry.
Through the Netflix.
I'm saying the industry. It's gonna be good for the industry as a whole, because people are gonna be introduced to anime, introduced to manga. It is good. I'm just trying to focus here on my, like, how do I feel about it? What am I gonna watch? Am I excited to see it? That's what I'm trying to answer. So no, I'm not particularly excited to see it. But do I think it's good that it's gonna happen? Sure. It's not. It can't bring anything negative to the series, you know? I mean, it can. Some people could be turned off and like, oh, I hated that. I'm never going to watch One Piece ever. But then, if they didn't like the Netflix adaptation of the story, because the story is always going to be there. The story is good, no matter what the visuals look like. So if they don't enjoy the story and the visuals turn them off that much, then, well, they're lost. No harm done to us watching and... I do wonder if they'll follow the manga route for scenes like Zeph's leg, or if they'll follow the censored anime version. Thanks for giving answers and thoughts, Hanku. It was very good. Yes. It's nice having someone's opinion on this that is like not like me, where I never watch live adaptations. Whereas Hanku, he prefers movies and live adaptations and stuff, I guess. I mean, he's only just been introduced to anime through helping me edit my videos. Visuals will be like... I hope not. Dear God, I hope not. But I don't know. The budget would be great. I heard the budget is great. Oh. But what if they did a fairy tale live adaptation? Fairy tale, I think, would be easier than One Piece. To be honest. Because, you know, they're pirates. This is on the ocean. It's a completely different setup. And also, I think people's expectations of fairy tale wouldn't be as high as their expectations for One Piece, which could definitely influence how they receive it. But yeah, will I watch it if I can and it doesn't have spoilers? Yes. Do I think it's necessary for me? Like, would I ask? Like, if Oda came to me and says, do you want me to make a live adaptation? Like, I would be like, nah, I'm happy with the manga and the anime. But do I think it will be great for the industry? Yes. And anyway. Who is your favorite antagonist so far? Buggy. Buggy is my favorite antagonist. I think he's hilarious. But I also really liked Enel. But he was like kind of entertaining to watch. The most villainous villain for me, not in terms of his goal, but maybe in terms of his goal, but Crocodile was a really great villain. Like, he made me like hate him. Let me see here, actually on my list. Yeah, Crocodile. Crocodile would be like most villainous villain. Buggy would be like my favorite villain. But he's funny, like he's entertaining, funny. Like I like him because I actually like him. Even though he's evil. Well, not, yeah, evil. Or bad guy. But then also Enel. He's a mix of the two. He's a mix of why I like Crocodile and why I like Buggy, because I like them for very different reasons. My favorite villain is Katie when she shot Karu. I didn't mean to. I love his laugh. I love the laughs in One Piece. Freaking memorable. Foxy was a crazy villain. I did not dislike that arc as much as some people seem to. I can understand you always must have a least favorite arc, but there were some people that were really it wasn't just their least favorite arc. They actively disliked it and talked shit about it. And I can understand why but I personally found it really funny and entertaining and a nice break from big serious moments like Arabasta, Skypia, Water 7, like the shit that goes down. That was a lovely break and I was entertained. Next question. We have been, 47 minutes. How did it get, I haven't even answered that many questions yet. Okay, I'll do 3 more questions. If you wanted to get someone to watch or read One Piece, what reasons would you give them and how would you describe the story to them? Well, it depends on the person, to be honest. For someone like Hanku that I know, he likes superhero movies. Like, he likes Marvel and I think some DC movies. So I would tell him about these devil fruits and the awesome fights. And then for someone that I know, like me, if I had to get me to watch it, I would talk about like the amazing story and the plot twists and all these interesting things. But overall, Otaku Mira says, you did it for me, lol. You're the reason I've started One Piece. Aww, and now you've watched way further than I've watched, so yay. Yes, Mira, what did I say that made you want to watch? Was it the screenshots I shared? Was it just the fact that you wanted to watch something else with me? Why did you start watching One Piece? But for me, yeah, I would focus on the person's, what I know about the person. But if I had to, just say in general, why should, like if I had to make a video, why you should watch One Piece, I think, I would focus on, it's a great story with a lot of depth. Like, yeah. There's so much you can like pick apart each arc. You can discuss it. This is something you could keep talking about forever. Like the themes it brings up and everything in the story. It's just a really great story. 2, the characters are so fun and likable. And lovable. Not just likable. And 3, the third thing that I would say to someone in general, the boss fights, like the main fights, they're so awesome to watch. Like, having watched through an arc and then it gets to, you know, that moment, that alone, if you're a fan of shonen, for example, that alone makes it worth it. Makes all 900 fucking episodes. Well, I won't know about all 900, but the 258 I've watched, even if you weren't into the story and the characters that much, the fights are just so creative, and like the hype, it's just fun to watch. So I think those are the 3 reasons I would give someone random who I didn't know. Yeah. Mira says, you made me watch it because of the screenshots, the fact that you were so excited to watch each episode, and because you were enjoying it so much, I was sure I would like it too. And I'm so glad that you did start watching it. I'm sad that you surpassed me, but oh well. I'm just really glad that you're enjoying it as well. Okay, YWRIP says, sadly the number of episodes turns most people away. For me, the longer an anime, the better. Especially with shonen, it's like, the fun never ends. I don't ever have to worry. Like with so many anime, it's like, oh, only 2 more weeks, then I'm caught up, and then I have to wait for the next season, and then it's just 12 episodes in the next season, you know. With this, for the next 2.5, 3 years, I don't have to worry about running out of content, and even after that, it's still gonna come out. So for me personally, with my tastes in anime and stuff, that is one of the benefits of watching One Piece, that there's so much to watch. Okay, second to last question. What interests you most about One Piece? Battles, history, politics, Sanji's recipes? What interests me most? The fact that the world reflects so many things that happen in our world, in the real world. A lot of that gets reflected in the story. So you can learn so much from One Piece through how they solve things and through the stuff that happens. And you can see the show shows you what led to this happening. And so you can apply that to real world situations. And I think that is amazing that the story can do that. And that is what interests me the most. Last question. Ooh, this is a good one. How do you think One Piece is going to end? So, I do think he will find One Piece and become the Pirate King as he set out to be. But I think it will be an open ending. So like, So like they'll set off on a new adventure. Something else but it will be like an open ending. You know? And then it'll end there. Like them going on the next journey. That's the best way I can say. I think it will mirror Roger. You mean Luffy will die? Toy Team. Hi, I'm from Germany and I think that word meaning squirrel is one of the most complicated words to pronounce for non-Germans. Would you try it? It might be funny. Okay, but let me just first make sure it means squirrel. Because I don't want to be saying something that I shouldn't. Yes, okay, you are not a troll. Eekhoorn? Eekhoornen. Eekhoornen? Eekhoornen. Let's hear if I say it In Afrikaans, the word for squirrel is eekhoring. So I think, yeah, that'll be that.
Eichhörnchen.
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 Eichhörnchen. So, this is the word for squirrel in Afrikaans. Eekhoring.
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 Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Eekhoring.
Eekhoring. But it's just eekhoring. And then the German word is
Eichhörnchen. Eichhörnchen.
Eichhörnchen. Well, there you have it. I can't say anything more about the ending. In some way, it will probably, I think you're right when you say it will tie together with Roger's end, but I don't think Luffy will die. Maybe in some way it'll mirror what happened to, or maybe what he said or something, but I don't think Luffy will die. Like, I just, Cause see, as far as I know, Roger was the Pirate King. And he had this insane treasure. So he was the Pirate King for at least a while before he died. But I think I wonder, will One Piece end with finding the One Piece? With Luffy becoming the pirate thing? I think that would be a great place to end it. It will be a very hype ending. And then they'll... But that's not finding the One Piece, becoming the Pirate King. That's not like reaching your goal. That's not the end of you. And I don't think Oda will, you know, end it in that way. I think it will be an open ending though. There is a narrator. So maybe at the end of the narrator closes the books he is reading. Far ahead in the future. Oh, I don't see that happening. Matty says, I have theories. Well, if you want, you could all post your theories on the ending, because there's no way, no one can spoil that, because there is no, like, it doesn't exist. So you guys can post your theories in the comments of how you think One Piece will end. The end is Luffy and Zoro restarting their duel from Whiskey Peak. But no theories on future discoveries. Well, don't theorize about things that already happened, because then you're just spoiling me. Okay, to remind them not to include future stuff. Yes, don't include, if you have a reason for your theories and it includes things that I haven't seen yet, do not include those. So unless you can give your how you think One Piece is gonna end without using any references from, then you don't comment on the video. Yeah, I think. Okay. Everybody goes back in their village to their villages and lives in peace. Oof, I don't see that happening. I might. Sometimes I just want to see freaking Usopp and Kaya at least to get together at the end, but I can't imagine Usopp becoming a brave warrior and then going to live in a little town in peace, you know? Not unless it ends with them being like 65 years old and retiring from pirating, and then he goes to live with Kaya out his last days. I don't know. Porky Pig pops out and says, "That's all, folks." I can't imagine a world without light. Yes, that would be dark. Don't know why I remembered that all of a sudden. Plot twist. Kaya died from sickness while Usopp was gone. No. Zoro is going to marry Havana in the end. Oh. Okay, so that is it from my side. Oh, heck no. I don't want to see the crew aged after their adventures. No, I didn't say that's how I think it's going to end. I think it will end with them young, going on to the next adventure, but then it's an open ending. I think open endings like that are really smart, even though, because how can you conclude a pirate's life? A true pirate, except through death. You know? So I think it should be an open ending, unless Luffy dies. But then I don't see how that's not how Oda would choose to end it. I think, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next One Piece video, which should be Wednesday night. Thank you for watching with me. Thank you for your questions on the community post. If you didn't get to ask a question, or if I didn't get to your question, I will post another one I will do another video like this in a couple of weeks. I think it's quite fun. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.